Please click the subscribe button to empower us to continue making more video. Thank you very much.
Hello and welcome. Now you may have noticed that the Squeeze or Autoresponder page has a very long URL, and if you were to give that to a customer or a prospect, it might frighten them or it might scare them off. And so what you want to do is you want to shorten that link and then give your customer or prospect your shortened link. So I'm going to show you how to do that in this video. Now you'll see that this URL fairly long, and what we're going to do is we want to give our customer a shortened URL. So we're going to go to a site called tinyurl, and it's actually a URL shortener. There are several of them out there. There's bit.ly and x.co. You can use any one of them that you want. In this particular case, we are going to go ahead and use tinyurl, which you're going to find right here in your Google search. And all we're going to do, of course, is we're going to take that URL, we're going to copy it, and then we're going to put it right inside of tinyurl. And in some cases, what you can do is, if you want to try to create something that's going to make a little sense, you can actually customize the link. So in this particular case, we're going to type in internet marketing 32015, and then we're going to make a tinyurl. Okay, and so our tinyurl is internet marketing 32015. So all we've got to do now is we can then take this link and we can use it around the web. We can use it in our emails. We can use it in some of the links that we present. And this is a lot better than showing people this particular link. And so as you go throughout the, as you exercise the activities, as you go throughout the course, you can use this URL to present your Squeeze or Autoresponder page. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.
Please click the subscribe button to empower us to continue making more video. Thank you very much.
Welcome back. Now in this video, we're going to be talking about sharing your Autoresponder or your Squeeze page to the people that are going to be interested in having their problem solved, or having the problem solved that your bribe actually speaks to. Now, when you do this, obviously, you are basically promoting and advertising your link. Now, this video is not about paid advertising, but it is about getting that link in front of the right people. People who, when they see that you are looking to solve their problem, they are going to want to opt in. Now, you can do this free on social media sites, so in places like Facebook and LinkedIn. Now, when you do that, what you want to do is you want to pay attention to groups, right? You want to pay attention to groups on Facebook and LinkedIn where there's an interest in your subject matter, or where people have the problem that that you're trying to solve. Now, what's important about that is that, of course, you are not necessarily looking to gather where the experts are who are talking about the problem. You want to gather where people are going to be interested in having this problem solved. Right? Now, another way to think about this, of course, is to share this on YouTube also. So you want to have videos that address the problem, and then you are going to provide a link that will give them a solution to that problem after the video, someplace in the video where they can actually click. Now, as I said, the objective is not necessarily to join the group of other people with your subject matter. So in other words, you don't want to, if you are looking to solve the problem of dog training, or let's say making money online, you don't necessarily want to join a group of experts on making money online. They're looking to share their expertise. You might want to look to be part of a group where people are looking for alternatives to getting a job, or alternatives to things that they are doing for income, because they're going to be the most interested in what you have to offer. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't be in places where experts are sharing information, but you don't want to be one voice among many. You want to be one voice among many that is sharing a solution to a problem. So think about where your bribe is going to make the most sense, where your bribe is going to have the most impact, and that is where you want to share your link. You want to focus your attention on YouTube, on Facebook, and on LinkedIn. Now, obviously, you are going to have a video to share on YouTube, but you can definitely get in front of people who have the problem that your bribe solves. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.
Please click the subscribe button to empower us to continue making more videos. Thank you very much.
Welcome back. Now in this video, I'm going to be showing you what happens when someone actually opts into your list. Now when you get people to see your page, they're going to see what you're offering, and they're going to decide that they want your bribe. Now, what happens is they're going to put their name and email address into the form on your page, and then they're going to be sent an email asking them to confirm that you have given them permission to send them business or marketing related emails. Now, once they click the link in the confirmation email, then they're going to be officially part of your email database. Now, you will then be able to see their names and email addresses inside of their Autoresponder account, and then you can begin to send them marketing emails. Now, let's see this in action. Okay, now remember, we have already created our hidden URL. Okay, tinyurl.com, internet marketing 320125. And so now what we're going to do, we're just going to put this in our browser as if we were going to be one of your prospectives. So we now come to your opt-in page. What we're going to do now is we're going to type in our email address. And now that we have it, we're just going to click sign up here. So now you see what's going to happen, what your customer is actually going to see. They're going to see this that says that they're going to have a confirmation that they've got to do. So now what we want to do is we want to, just as we were our customer, we want to go to our email box to look for our confirmation. And you're going to see there that there's a confirmation there, right? So this is where you want to be aware of what your list is going to be titled, because this is what your customer is actually going to see. So you want to be aware of this. You may want to title your list something different so that when they see it, they'll see something that may look slightly more professional. They're going to click on this on the inside. They're now going to click confirm subscription, right? So you want them to click confirm subscription. And then they're going to be thanked for subscribing. Okay, so now once they become part of your list, let's take a look at what's actually happening inside of GetResponse. So we now have one person inside of our list in GetResponse, the one that we set up. There is Thomas Duncan, there's their email address, and that's where they're signed up. So now we actually have one person that's going to start getting emails from us from our GetResponse account. So that's really what is happening on the inside. What also happened, you remember, we set up a message sending out this link where we can have our bribe actually sent. Now, we didn't spend a lot of time writing the message. You can be a little more formal, but basically now your customer has access to the link where they're going to get the bribe that you sent to them. And you've placed the link inside of there. This link is now inside of their email, and you have given them valuable information. You can now begin to email them about other things. So now when I click that link inside of the email, there is the bribe, right? That's the one that we set up inside of our free hosting, and it is now downloadable. So all the person has to do is click save, and they can save the now document to their hard drive. So now you have delivered your bribe, and you have actually done your marketing to these people, and you now have them on your list. So that is what happens when someone opts into your list and you actually deliver the bribe to them. So with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.
Please click the subscribe button to empower us to continue making more videos. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, now that you know how to get people onto your list and you know what's happening, you probably want to know, well, now what kind of marketing emails can I send? What's going to work best that will help me to make more money online? Now, when you do this, you are going to want to look at, in particular, when someone is part of your email database, you can really send two different kinds of emails. Now, one is called a broadcast email. And this is an email which you will write and you'll send to all subscribers at the same time. So in other words, if I decide today that I have a special message for all of my subscribers, then I can decide to send that email and write it today and send it today. I can decide also to send it to a segment of my subscribers. So basically it is one that I decide and I write and I decide to send today or right now. Now, the other kind of email is called an autoresponder email or a sequenced email. This is one that you're going to write ahead of time and just going to have it set up to be sent to all of your subscribers according to the day that they signed up. So in other words, if someone signed up on a Wednesday and then they get the email, they'll get the first email on Wednesday, they'll get the second one on Thursday, they'll get the third one on Friday. So these emails are emails that you have set up ahead of time. They're scheduled and they go out based on the day that the person actually becomes part of your list. Now, it's fair to mention that most marketers who make a lot of money using email marketing, they use broadcast emails, and they use them when they want to market new products or they want to market affiliate products. In other words, whenever they want to sell, they use broadcast emails, because you'll probably find that there are going to be product launches that you want to promote another affiliate, and they will not be they won't be such that you can actually put them in sequence ahead of time. You will then need to write a broadcast email to tell your subscribers about something great that you have to show them, and you will write that email and send it out as is. Now, when you want to provide education and value, typically you'll want to set those up ahead of time. You want those to go out on a regular basis. So, in other words, if you want someone to get education every single Thursday, you can set up your email sequence to make sure that people are getting a Thursday email with lots of value, okay? And so you can actually do that with your autoresponder emails. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to send both kinds of emails right now inside of GetResponse. I am now inside of GetResponse, and remember, I can send two kinds of emails. So when I look at GetResponse, a broadcast email in GetResponse is actually called a newsletter. That is what they call it. You're going to find it to be called different things inside of different autoresponder systems, but a broadcast email, or the one that I send on a spur of the moment or today, is called a newsletter. In order to create a sequence of emails, I will create an autoresponder. In order to keep track of and in order to manage those emails that I send ahead of time, I can go to the area where I can manage my autoresponders. So let's take a look at managing autoresponders. And right away, you should see something familiar. Remember how we saw this email that came out as soon as the person joined my list. You'll notice that this is going to be sent any day of the week that a person signs up for our list. You can set up emails like that to be sent automatically whenever you decide to send an email, or whenever a person decides to become part of your list. These are emails, again, they are auto-responded. They will come to the user regardless of who they are when they sign up. Now, what happens if I decide to create a newsletter? Let's find out. Okay, so what I've done is I have tapped out an email for my subscribers that I'm going to be sending on a broadcast. So as soon as I send this, they're going to receive it. Doesn't matter when they signed up for my list, they're going to receive it as soon as I send it. Now, what I'm going to do here, remember, and you might remember this from a previous video, is I'm also going to make sure to copy this, or I might have to do this another way. I might hit Control C, and I'm going to make a plain text version of this. So I'm also going to make sure that this is in the plain text area of Get Response. They do have a feature where you can wrap long lines. You don't necessarily have to do that, but that's just something that I'll tend to do. And then now I know that the email is both inside of the HTML, it's also inside of the plain text, and it is now ready to be sent as a broadcast email. So I'm just going to click Next Step. Now, Get Response is going to give me the ability to either send this email immediately, and everybody's going to get it right now, or I can set it maybe a couple of hours ahead, or even Get Response will allow me to set it 3 days ahead. But now remember, this is different from an autoresponder email because I determine at this point when all receivers are going to get this email. Okay, if you want to do things on social media with the email, you can do that. But for the most part, this email is now ready to go. I'm going to send it immediately, and I'm going to hit the Publish button. Okay, Get Response is now telling me that my email has been sent according to my settings. Now, one more thing to note on autoresponder emails. I mentioned that one thing that you can do is you can send autoresponder emails on a certain day. And if you're going to educate, this is one of the ways that you will be able to know when your subscribers are going to get your educational emails. Because one of the questions that often comes up is, well, if I send an autoresponder email and I send it based on when the person signs up, how will I know when I will send a broadcast email so that they're not getting two on the same day and causing them to unsubscribe? Well, one of the ways that you can work around that is that once you've actually signed someone up, if you're going to send educational emails, you can send them on the same day of the week at the same time. This also builds trust with your subscribers and with your buyers because they'll know when to expect your emails. They'll know when you are going to be giving them value, and it's a great way for you to be able to segment or organize your marketing so that you will be able to do both. You'll be able to give value and you will be able to send marketing emails. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.
Please click the subscribe button to empower us to continue making more video. Thank you very much.
Hello and welcome. Now in this video, we're going to be discussing the content of your emails. And we want to talk about that content and what you're going to be putting in your emails before you actually start sending affiliate offers and offering products for them to buy. And it's important to think about this in a couple of different ways, and we want to go through that here in this video. Now, when you choose to send out marketing emails, one of the things you're going to have to just really take seriously is making sure that you're providing value to your subscribers. You really do want them to say subscribed. If you only send sales or marketing emails, your subscribers are likely to get tired. You are just going to be another voice in the crowd. You're going to be just like everybody else. And eventually, when they get tired of marketing emails, they're going to unsubscribe. And that is not what you want to go through all the trouble of building an email list for. Now, one of the questions that new marketers often ask is whether or not to send emails every single day or even more than that. And there is not necessarily any right or wrong answer. This is often going to depend on how your subscriber list really responds to your email. Now, what's most important about when you are sending emails prior to generating a sale or prior to sending offers is that you are consistent. I mean, if you're going to send out an email every day, make sure you're sending out email every day. Make sure that you're doing it around the same time every day. Making sure that your subscribers are used to your pattern so that they open your email when you get it is going to be important. But then let's just go back to this idea of content. Make sure that you're giving your subscribers value. If they signed up for your list to solve a specific problem, whether it's in their life or in their business, make sure that you are continually giving them opportunities to share with you what it is that they're having problems with, so that you can continue to solve those kinds of problems. It's very important, again, so that you maintain the list that you work so hard to build. Every subscriber is really worth a considerable amount of profit to you if you make sure that they're getting value from being a part of your subscriber list. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.
Please click the subscribe button to empower us to continue making more videos. Thank you very much.